Hi and welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2 Episode 1. Non-spoiler, so we're just going to kind of talk about why it's good, should you be watching it, have you even heard about it, all of that. But it's been 3 years, it's been a long wait. Nevertheless, here we are. Let's jump in. Mysterious monsters appear as Naofumi is preparing for the next wave. At the same time they show up, the wave countdown stops. The Queen summons the 4 Cardinal Heroes and tells them that the Spirit Tortoise has revived. So the Cardinal Heroes in this episode are doing exactly what they did in Season 1. They're kind of the heroes, but if you've seen Season 1, you kind of know that each of the heroes that seem to get the weapons that are actually actionable, that seem to be forward attack, these guys, for the most part, don't come across as the best type of heroes. And they're doing that, they're establishing that again in episode 1 of season 2. And this is why I like the shield hero, because the shield is not necessarily an attack weapon, but as you've seen in season 1, he uses it as he scans various other types of life forms in the world, and he uses those and is able to use those as attacks but as a defense mechanism. And we know we have those characters that we have come to love in season 1, and it's the only anime I've come across where I guess they're making the case for slavery is okay, because he has the one protagonist with him who's had a heck of a life, and she I guess she was into slavery already before he rescued her, and then she kind of is a slave to him as well. And we get that kind of established again in episode 1. They kind of want to do that. The animation itself is exactly like you remembered it. There you have a lot of talking mouths without any kind of scenery moving, but when it comes to the action pieces, then again it's where they're spending their budget, and the score jumps in. It's great because I thought that they were going to take their time, but right at the beginning we're introduced to new characters, well, new kind of monsters that we haven't seen again, and I thought, okay, they're really going to go for it. And then at the end of episode 1 there is a bigger battle, and they're using their kind of what they've learned so far in the entirety of season 1, which makes me wonder what we're going to get in season 2, because normally you have to wait for a character to build up to use like their special moves or whatever, or build up to what they've become. But episode 1 kind of tells you you're in for a bit of a weird thing here, because I thought they were just going to continue following the platform of, as each wave comes, our heroes need to get stronger. It's the tried and tested formula of anime. They're going to meet characters that come from the different dimension that are way stronger than them, and then they're going to be beaten and be sad and build up. But this one just kind of knocks it on its head and goes, nope, we're going to stop it there and give you something else that could be way different to what you're expecting, which I really appreciate. One of the other things about this anime that I think people really enjoy is that it reminds them a little bit of SAO, where you're leveling up. And if you're a gamer at all, you'll understand that leveling up in games is the thing to do. You level up, you get beaten by a boss, you come back and you're stronger. And that's what this does, because we have our main character who's come from planet Earth and being transported here. He's now a lord of his own kingdom, starting in episode 1. His town, I guess, not kingdom. And you see how strong he is, but his characters around him, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And in this episode you get to see what that means, and going forward, who can be a part of the team, who can't be a part of the team, and how they can change that going forward. It feels like they've established already, just in episode 1, the wider arc, as well as driving it slightly forward as to where it's going to go. It's a very interesting intro, because the intro itself, they just kind of get stuck into the story through the credits, and then we get the kind of song at the end of the episode. I like the way they did that, kind of thrust you into the episode. I would suggest, again, just listening to it in its original language. You get the subtle nuances of the characters, which I always like. The voice acting, the animation is great when it comes into its own with the actual action pieces, and then it's what you'd expect in between the monologuing and kind of telling us what's happened in this world, what's happened since that world, because there's a 3-year gap. So I thought maybe it would feel slightly different, or maybe not up to scratch compared to season 1, but it's not. It feels like we've just had this little blip and now we're back. It's going to be hard watching this week on week. I might even wait until it's all out and then watch it together. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited? Who's your favourite character in this? Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long on Tuesday.